What's going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another live stream. So, like I said, we're going to be doing this every single Monday night. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to be going over Baby Doge, and then we're gonna go over some crypto market stuff. But shout out to GL Clothing here. We got GL Clothing in the house. Says yo, and he says, "What's good, Marcellus? What's up? What's up?" We got Brian M. Says Baby Doge has come far, or Baby Doge time has come. So yeah, Baby Doge time is definitely here now. So big shout out to everybody that showed up to the live stream. We're gonna go ahead and wait for some more people to get in on here. So yeah, we got 3 people or 6 people in here now. So yeah, we're gonna wait for a little bit more people to get in. But shout out to everybody that is showing up for the live stream. We got Raider Mendoza over here with all the hashtags. Big shout out to Raider Mendoza for the hashtags. And then we got Manny Fresh says good evening. Big shout out to you, Manny Fresh. So yeah, big shout out to everybody in the chat here. We've got 14 people up in here so far. So all right, so we're going to be going over Baby Doge today. We're going to do a live technical analysis, and then we're going to go over some news for Baby Doge. And then whatever you all want, I guess I'll do like a Q&A if you all want to ask me any questions, or if you all want any kind of type of information on any different other cryptos or technical analysis, we can do that later on as well. So without further ado, I guess we could just jump straight into this. So yeah, let's jump straight into this. Shout out to everybody that showed up to the stream. We got Hames Joyner over here says hi. Big shout out to Hames Joyner out here. All right, so let's go over this really quick. Now, first things first, we're going to go over some technicals. So the first technical analysis is going to be here on Baby Doge for the 15-minute chart. So this is a short-term chart. So I really wouldn't be too worried about where this chart is going. I guess is just if you want to I don't know, maybe you just want to do a trade or something. But anyways, let's go over this chart. So we are now getting above this resistance here. So this resistance is all the way over here at 8Z3, and then we actually talked about that inside the previous video. Now we're at 8Z31, but that was pretty interesting because we broke past it briefly here, got rejected all the way up here at 8.3 or 8Z33, and right now we're at 8Z31. So now we have to try to get back above this area here, which we already got rejected at twice now. So after we actually get up above this area up here, our next resistance is looking like is immediately above that area. So right up here at this red mark is at about 8Z336. So that's where our next resistance is going to be. And then eventually up here. But I guess before we keep on going over this, I guess we can kind of discuss some of the stuff that's going on inside Baby Doge, and we'll get right back to the financials here with the technicals. But yeah, anyways, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But definitely hit the like button if y'all haven't done that yet. Let's move on. We're going to go over some more of the updates for Baby Doge. We have some more people in the chat. We got Gino Belton says, what's up? What's up, Gino Belton? We got Freddie says, yo, what's up, Marcellus? What's up? What's up? We got Hames Joyner with that little emoji right there. So big shout out to Hames Joyner over there. And let's go over some updates here with Baby Doge. So let's do a whole recap, right? So let's go over to the recap post. So this is the weekly recap for Baby Doge. And this is just pretty much everything that we've accomplished over the last week. Like, this is crazy. For one, it says over here on CoinGecko, we have 91% positive sentiment trending. So we're always trending on CoinGecko now. And then we're already way above 111%. I mean, down here it shows we are above 111% or 113% just in 7 days. Now we're up 224% in the last 30 days. And we were up more in the last 24 hours. But as they went on, we started to go down a little bit. But we're still up a lot. We are up big time. And not just only are we up here, we're up on Baby Doge Swap as well. So we're going to go ahead and look over there as well because Baby Doge Swap is also up. So you can see here, our liquidity is now at $55.33 million inside of Baby Doge Swap. That is a lot. And then you can see our volume at $1.67 million. And then you can see down here, our last 24 hours of Baby Doge burned has been $39.1 trillion, which comes all the way out to $117,000. See, $117,000 used to buy you around 119 trillion Baby Doge. And now look at how much it buys you. It doesn't buy you as much now. So that $117,000 that we just now looked at in the 24-hour burn, like that used to be way more because people had a huge opportunity to buy at 9Z9. If you had the opportunity to buy at 9Z9, 9Z8, then that is the pinnacle of where you can get in. But anyways, yeah, we also have the buyback burn here of $5,068. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's move on from here and look at a few of the other things. And also my farms here for baby doe swap has also been going up. I'm going to continue to put more in here. So I don't know how much I'm going to put in next time, but right now it's at 167. So I'm going to keep waiting for it and, just let it do what it does. Not too worried about it. Just going to let it be. But yeah, moving on from this now. So let's get back over here to the technicals. So you've seen it. Like we are having a lot of burns because we are having a lot of volume, a lot of transactions. So with all this volume, it definitely looks like another buy cycle could definitely come in. And really, if it does, we have next resistance all the way up here at 8Z335. That's going to be our next resistance. Right now, we are at 8Z309. So that's where we are at now. Now, backing out a little bit more, the next resistance after that would then be all the way up here. Let me go ahead and zoom that back in actually. So yeah, if we were to, just back out and then move up here, you can see that is about, I would say 8Z36. So yeah, that's where that next resistance is looking at, 8Z36. And that is actually where we got to all the way back here on the 5th of February. We actually got rejected at that resistance. So now we have to try to pass that resistance again. So once we can actually get past the 335 area, this 335, 336 area, once we get past that and get up here to 8Z36, then that is going to be when we actually have another breakout. So that's what we're looking for this next breakout here inside of Baby Doge. Now, let's kind of go to the 4-hour chart to look at a little bit of a longer term here. So it's still the same thing. We're still at the same support or by the same support line. And yeah, we still have that huge need to get all the way past this area up here. So 8Z36 is really that resistance. And then after that, we're looking at a little bit higher if we want to continue to go up higher. Then we can go all the way up here to 8Z415. So it's looking good because we're probably going to pass our all-time high. Like I truly feel like we might pass our all-time high soon inside of Baby Doge. So I don't know. This is definitely crazy to see. I mean, how does everyone else feel about this? Like, this is crazy. Like 224% in the last 24 hours. Like, that is completely crazy. We got Wales Fargo with the Rockets. Shout out to Wales Fargo here. But let's go over some other stuff here. So we were just now on Baby Doge Swap talking about the farming rewards that I just now got here, talking about the info over here with our burns and all that good stuff. We now have $609 million inside of burns. That's 202 quadrillion Baby Doge literally burned in a lifetime so far. That's a lot of Baby Doge being burned. And I've been noticing as our prices have been going up, our farm APR has also been going up because this, when it was dropping in price, this APR actually went all the way down to I think about 62% or something like that. But now it's back to 86%. So now I'm making more money on my farming journey here inside of Baby Doge. I harvested earlier for like $15 like a week or two ago, maybe 3. But yeah, I harvested that 15 and then I put it back in there and I'm definitely planning on putting more. I started this journey with $80 inside of this. It was like $80 or $90. Now it's at $167. So that's pretty cool that this farming is actually going through that. Now, there is something that some people have wanted me to talk about on here, which is impermanent loss. And that is it goes for the farming. So that's something that we could talk about. Impermanent loss farm crypto. We could talk about this. And this is something that someone in the comments asked on one of my previous videos. But yeah, Cointelegraph has a whole thing here. So what is impermanent loss and how to avoid it? So this is going to be for farming. We're going to go over this, but we're going to go over this after we go over some other stuff for Baby Doge. So then that's when we'll start talking about the losses you could actually have with farming, because you have to know the good and the bad so you can decide whether or not you want to stake or whether or not you want to farm. Essentially, staking seems more safer than farming, but farming gives you a way better yield on your investment. So it's like, yeah. But anyways, not financial advice. But let's go over this. So big shout out to Manny Fresh. It's at the comments. He says, "I wish I would have bought more before this pump." I feel the same exact way. I really wish I would have bought more. I did not buy enough, but yeah, it definitely sucks. And then we got Cliff Power over here says, "Better late than never. Hey guys, how's it going?" Big shout out to Cliff Power. We actually just started the stream not too long ago. But yeah, big shout out to you, Cliff Power, for showing up in here. And we got Morty Fox also says, my G Marcellus pumps are hitting 100. Yes, that is facts. It is going hard. And then we got Wells Fargo says, it's not too late, Manny. I bought it this area and even higher. I would say it's not too late, but I wouldn't, me personally, I'm not going to start buying right now until I see a pullback. Now, whenever I see a pullback, I don't know, but I'm gonna have to see a pullback before I start buying because I already have a good amount. I do want more, but I also want to get at a good price. And I just feel like we still have a little bit of a pullback possibly to happen. So whether that pullback happens now or we go up to this area that we're talking about before and then it happens, I don't know. So me personally, I think it could end up, going up to this resistance, maybe getting rejected. But even if we don't get rejected, like I said, all the way up here at 8Z42, if it could get all the way up there and then get rejected, then the good time to buy in would be around these two areas. But we've already seen what could happen in a matter of seconds. Like we could just turn around in the whole crypto market and everything starts going down. But Baby Doge, it just seems to be on its own path right now. So that's why I'm pretty excited. But I'm just along for the ride right now. I'm just gonna wait until a good, buying opportunity presents itself. But let's see what else we got here in the chat. We got down here, Raider Mendoza says what he said, never too late. That's facts. It's never too late to get in, especially if you're long term. Because if you think about whether or not you buy in at now 8Z3 or you buy in at 6Z1, like if you still have from 8Z3 all the way up to 6Z1 to like make gains, like you could buy a 7Z1 and still make good gains. So it's really about how long you want to hold it. And me personally, I'm going to be holding for a longer time. Gustavo Picard says Baby Doge and Sweet Token. I don't know much about Sweet Token, but yeah, shout out to the Baby Doge army. And Wells Fargo says, I'm looking at the long term for many 1 years or 1 year, 2 years. So yeah, the long term is definitely the way to go. And when Binance, I guess we could talk about Binance later, but there's been teasing for Baby Doge being listed, but nothing yet, as in like actual like approval. I don't think that they're gonna do that anytime soon. I think it's gonna come probably towards the next bull run, but we'll see. Wells Fargo says I'm holding mine for 2 to 5 years. That's definitely facts. I'm gonna also be holding it for a while. Well, really until 61. That's really what I want to see. And then I'm gonna have some more on my Ledger wallet after 61 because I have multiple wallets. But shout out to Tony Sales Tampa says appreciate this, my dude. Big shout out to Tony Sales at Tampa. We got Philip Garcia says I've been with you since day one, trillions of coins. Shout out to Philip Garcia, been a baby with Doge fam for day one. Then we got Manny Fresh says I want a pullback also. Same here. He says I'm holding 98 billion. If I buy tomorrow, maybe only another 10 billion. So would like more for the money. Yeah, that's true. I mean, 98 billion is pretty good, but yeah, it just depends on how far you want to go with this and how long you want to hold it. But you said you want to do a long term, so yeah, I think 98 billion is still good because let's actually pull up the calculator. Well, I can't pull up the calculator on the screen right now, but if you were to pull out the calculator and do the math, I think the 98 billion for you would probably, I don't even know how much that is now. It'd probably be around 10,000 or so in the future, but I would have to do that math later. We got Raider Mendoza says one of my wallets I'm thinking of selling when it gets to 4Z1, even if it takes a few years. So yeah, 4Z1 is a long time from now. I don't think that's gonna happen in a year or two. So that's definitely gonna be a 5 year cycle. But hey, that's definitely a good way to be thinking, the long term. Because at 4Z1, the inflation would probably be high inside of all over the place, in the global market. So that definitely seems kind of realistic. Maybe like 5 years. Cliff Power says just keep scaling in. Yep, dollar cost averaging in is definitely the way to go, 100%. And it doesn't matter if you buy now or if you let it, drop a little bit and buy. Me personally, I'm gonna wait till it drops. But hey, I might miss on a buying opportunity now because it could start going up to our all-time high, just like that. So it's always tricky doing that. Now, Exelon says I'm holding 1 trillion until 2028. I would be really happy to see what the price will be at 2028. I would be really happy to see that. Morty Fox says, same brother. I appreciate the constant analysis. Big shout out to Morty Fox. And we got Christian says, I am holding 20 billion until 2025. That's cool because 2025, there's no telling how much it could be at. So 20 billion could turn to a lot. And that's the best way to do it. You wanna put in like what you don't worry, what you're not worrying about. Never put in more than what you're willing to lose, because that's how a lot of people get bitter. And the haters of Baby Doge, they probably put a lot of money in at the peak. When it was at the peak times, all the way up here at 8Z6, they bought at 8Z6, and now they're mad. But anyways, shout out to the people that bought at 8Z6 though. They're the real ones out there. Like if you bought at 8Z6, shout out to you. Definitely stick around. I don't know how long it's going to take for us to get back there, but it looks like we're on that path to 8Z6. So shout out to people that bought at 8Z6. So let's move on to the next thing. So we already kind of went over a little bit of the technical analysis here for Baby Doge, and we were going over this before I got distracted on Baby Doge swap. But yeah, like I was saying, L Bank giveaway announcement. We had that. We have the all-time values, all-time value locks that we keep, passing. And now, actually, if you look over here on DeFi Llama, Baby Doge is all the way down here now at 106. 41% in the last 7 days, 77% in the last 30 days, 56 million total value locked. We're doing really good inside of Baby Doge swap. Like, I don't think Shiba swap did this good. Like, maybe they did at the beginning, but now they're not doing as good as us. Shiba swap is down here. Shout out to the Shiba army. They're working hard. Shibarium, February 14th, I believe. I think it's supposed to come out. That's what the rumor is. The rumor is Shibarium comes out on February 14th. So we'll have to see like how that goes. But that's definitely going to shake up the market. But let's talk a little bit about Binance here, since we are, tied to Binance. Crypto exchange Binance to suspend US dollar bank transfers this week. So they're no longer doing US bank transfers inside of Binance. They're not doing this in Binance US though. Binance US is its own separate entity, but I guess Binance isn't complying to something and they just don't want to deal with it anymore. So like, you know what, no more US dollars. So I don't know. That's kind of weird, but at least Binance US is still running for us. And yeah, at least it's still running for us for Binance US. But I don't even use it. I used to use it a few times here and there, but not anymore. We got Chris Sam says, how much zeros will it kill in 2023? So for that, I'm hoping it will be at least 2 zeros. Now, see, that is going all the way up to 6Z1. And I've always said for a while, the only way I see 6Z1 is major tier one listings like crypto.com, Binance, Coinbase. We get all these top listings listing Baby Doge. Then I definitely see a 6Z1 by the end of 2023. If we don't get those listings, then we could see 7Z1 and we could knock off 1-0 if we don't get the listings. We can definitely knock off a 0 without listings because we're already about to do it. But 6Z1, that's a whole nother ballpark. So that would definitely have to be with major tier one listings. Morty Fox says this helps Baby Doge to pump by making more content and doing retweets so it spreads the word about Baby Doge. Definitely, most definitely. Shout out to you. And yeah, like I said, I really love Baby Doge, so I'm gonna keep making these videos on it. And like I said, none of it's financial advice. Just take it how you see it. But yeah, I always like and retweet their posts. As you can see here, like and retweets. And this one right here, I have not done yet because they just posted it. But I'll like and retweet this one here. But yeah, Baby Doge is making headlines. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about. We are making headlines. And I think either A, they're paying for, promotion from all these places to post. And look at us trending right here. Just low key trending on the bottom right there. Business and finance, Baby Doge army trended. That is huge. That is really big for us. So yeah, this one says for UK investing, is Baby Dogecoin the next big thing? So that's what a lot of these different things I've been talking about. So I'm really kind of happy to see all these, but I want to know, are they paying for the promo or are we just getting that promo? Because you can see right here, we got Baby Doge Army trending. This is definitely not paying. This is just Baby Doge Army doing hashtag Baby Doge Army to get us trending. And yeah, we're always trending everywhere. So that's definitely pretty good for us. And Maxi Global doing another Baby Doge draw and giveaway, 1,000 USDT. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And look, we're still trending even when I go to the other one. But yeah, February 13th is when we're about to get this burn portal. Who else is excited for this burn portal? Because this is about to be huge. We got Chief Waka says, Fuel the Algo. Big shout out to Chief Waka. Fuel the Algo. Big shout out to Raider Mendoza with all the hashtags. Feeling the Algo over there as well. Abraham Connie says, Baby Doge to 1 cent. I don't see Baby Doge 1 cent anytime soon. I don't see it to 1 cent at anytime soon. Maybe like 2030. But yeah, 1 cent, that would be like Baby Doge at hundreds of trillions of market cap. So that would definitely be very hard. Now, Morty Fox says, I do the same. Shout out to you, Morty Fox. And yeah, we always do the retweeting and stuff, and going over all those posts helps out a lot. Mark Sanchez put the charts here, the trending chart upwards for the emoji. So big shout out to Mark. And Gerald says, Hey Marcellus, I've been out of the loop for a while. I heard something about Baby Doge burn portal. Can you briefly explain what the burn portal is? Why is it good for Baby Doge? And when is it coming out? So yeah, I'll definitely go over the burn portal here. So I guess the first something that we could do here, just to kind of show an example of a burn portal, we could kind of just go over here and look up Shiba swap, and it's probably gonna be like the same thing. And never do what I did. Don't just go on Google and just type inside a Shiba swap. You want to put the exact domain of what Shiba swap is. So yeah, never do that. That's a way to get scammed. But I'm not connecting my wallet here, so I'm not really worried about that. But anyways, they do have something similar to that. I don't know if it's actually on the actual Shiba swap website. I'll probably have to find it somewhere else. But yeah, anyways, in short, what a burn portal pretty much is, let me just back out over here and go back over here. So, oh yeah, no, here's the burn portal. So pretty much what the burn portal is going to allow us to do is going to allow the community to burn. So what you're going to be able to do, you're going to be able to take your baby Doge and burn it. And if you burn enough, they're going to have different tiers in the burn portal and give you an incentive. Let's say they said if you burn like 100 billion baby Doge. I don't know. Let's say the biggest tier is a trillion baby Doge. So you burn 1 trillion baby Doge. Well, now your next transaction, you're going to be able to skip that 10% tax fee. And you're no longer going to get that 10% tax for that next transaction. I don't know if it's going to be on multiple transactions. I think it's just for one transaction per whatever tier burn you do. Let's say you do a lower tier burn. Now you only get, 2% off of your tokenomics tax, and then it's 8% whenever you do a purchase tax like that. So that's pretty much what they're going to do with the burn portal, and it's going to incentivize people to burn. So you'll probably see people burn like 100 billion, and then they'll buy like a whole trillion, and now they're saving on those tax fees. So I think that's definitely going to help out a lot. It's also going to incentivize people to just help get the amount of coins down. So the burn portal is going to do a lot. It's going to function in a lot of different ways. But the sharp alert says, do you think we can hit point zero? That looks like it says 5Z1. I wouldn't look too close for 5Z1 anytime soon. It looks like that's a 5Z1. I'm a little slow reading this. Yeah, that's 5Z5 actually. Yeah, no, 5Z5 is definitely not gonna come anytime soon. But it's possible in the like late future, but I want to be realistic with it. It's not gonna happen this year or next year. But Brian M says Baby Doge recession proof. I don't believe anything's recession proof like that. But I mean, we are inside of a recession, and we are up 224, a whole 224%. So I think that's recession proof enough. Like we're up 224% in the last 30 days. But yeah, I don't think anything is actually recession proof, but interesting question though. But the shape lurks also says, I hope the burn portal can help burn 100 quadrillion. That's definitely a possibility over time, but yeah, it'll definitely take some time. Gerald says, thanks, Marcellus. Big shout out to Gerald. No problem, no problem. Cliff Power says, use Dogecoin as an example. It just skyrocketed and 4 zeros were gone in a few weeks. Baby Doge can do this as well, but we will need Elon to do again. Shout out to Cliff Power. We definitely do need Elon to do this again. I think that yeah, 2 zeros is definitely possible for us to knock off soon. So we'll see how long that takes. Wales Fargo says, I truly think we'll get to 4 zeros, one with Baby Doge within 2 to 3 years if the economy keeps moving in the right direction. So I mean, it could be a possibility. But yeah, and just like what Cliff Power said about Dogecoin, so yeah, it could be the same for us. And the Shape Lurk says, Fargo, I hope so, bro. It says that the Wells Fargo. Also, Wells Fargo says, I agree, Cliff. Brian M says, spread Baby Doge awareness. 100%. Every single day, I'm gonna spread that Baby Doge awareness. But moving on from this now, let's go back over here to the Well, no, we already kind of talked about the burn portal here, but I want to go over the rest of these. So, well, we already know about how much we burned, all that good stuff, gym pad partnership, all that other good stuff there. Uh, baby doe swap training, blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, so we pretty much went over all these. We all went over all these talking points, but I guess moving on from there, we already went over baby doe swap. We went over the DeFi llama over here. So someone wanted me to talk about this. I don't know if you all are actually interested in talking about it. Let me know if you all are interested in knowing what is impermanent loss and how to avoid it. And first, let's see if anyone in the chat knows what impermanent loss is when dealing with farming on DeFi. Anyone out there know what impermanent loss is and if it's a good topic for us to talk about this? So we'll see what people think. Wells Fargo with the thumbs up. The Shape Lurk says, I'm gonna try to get 500 billion at the very least. And yep, that's definitely a good amount to have. And you only have 103 billion. So yeah, that would be good to have 500 billion. But I think 100 billion could still be enough depending on how long you want to hold it for. Mike Sanchez says, will Baby Doge do better with a different president? You mean a different person in charge of Baby Doge? I think you mean a different president, like inside of the United States in general. So if you mean in the United States in general, I mean, I think, I think everything would do better if we had a new president. But yeah, Baby Doge would definitely do better. Big shout out to Make 'em Take 'em says, "What's up, Marsellis? Baby Doge is moving in the right direction. Very bullish. Yes, 100%. Baby Doge is definitely moving in the right direction. And I really like how they update the Twitter community. They update the Telegram community. They update the Reddit community. They update every single community that they have. And I think that's why we're so bullish here with Baby Doge in general. And I just accidentally closed down the screen I had, so now I probably have to bring it back up. But yeah, big shout out to Make 'em Take 'em for this $5 super chat. Says, "What's up, Marcellus? Baby Doge is moving in the right direction. Very, very bullish. It's 100% bullish." I'm gonna go ahead and bring up a new tab here because yeah, I just now closed it on accident. But if anyone has any questions, let me know. ADB300 says hi all. Big shout out to ADB300 for signing in. Wells Fargo says hi to ADB, and Mark Sanchez says Biden out. Who else votes for Biden to be out? Let's see who else votes for Biden to be out for the people into American politics. I think everybody would probably do that, but that's just my opinion. But no, we don't have to talk politics. Some people probably do want Biden in. I don't know. Maybe they do. Okay, moving on. Let's go over here. All right, now I got my screen back up. But now I have all my windows closed that I already had up. But yeah, let's get back to the technical analysis. So here we are again, and I haven't done the technical yet for Bitcoin. So that's probably going to be what we're going to look at next. The Bitcoin technicals, because we did look at it for Baby Doge. Okay, so Bitcoin actually has something interesting happening. It has a little bit of a buying pressure that actually forming in here. You can see here over here on the oscillator, we just had all this selling here, which is what all this red here is here on the oscillator. Now you're seeing the wave is forming up for the buying. It looks like it's starting to peak out at the top of that wave. So we actually might have another pullback before we even get up here to this 22.9K resistance. But it probably won't be a big pullback. It could be like a little bit of pullback and then another buying wave. Just like how you see how back here pulls back just a little bit, but then it has a huge pump, which is like this, pulls back and then boom, has that huge pump. So I think something like that could happen here. We may see this pull back a little bit and then get back up here and actually get above that resistance. And if it does a movement like that, and we are looking all the way up here for Bitcoin, we're looking at 23.1K if we go up and do that. So let's see if we can do that. The 4-hour chart would probably be better to look at though. But here on the 4-hour chart is showing that the selling is almost over on the selling wave. So here's the selling wave. You can see it's showing it's actually almost over. It's nearing the bottom of this selling wave. And when it finally hits it, I think that Bitcoin is probably going to go back up to 23.4K. Now, whether or not we get rejected at 23.4K, that is a discussion. That is a worthy discussion to have because you can kind of see right here, we got rejected 3 times or 2 times, not 3 times. We got rejected 2 times at the same level up here. So it's going to be hard to see whether or not we can actually get above this level. So both times we were rejected right before 25K. and that's pretty much right at 23.9K. So yeah, we're gonna see 23.9K, which is pretty much 24K resistance. So it looks like at 24K it's gonna be really hard for Bitcoin to get past 24K. But big shout out to 80me300 with the $1 super chat. Big shout out to you, 80me, for this super chat, and also make them take them for the super chat before. Big shout out to both of y'all. And Wells Fargo says, oh yeah, I already went over that. 80me300 says, what did I miss? Pretty much just the technical analysis. You also missed what we were talking about with Binance, because Binance, they just now suspended all USD transfers, not for Binance US, just for Binance regular. And then we went over some other stuff with Baby Doge, but we'll recap inside the show also for you. And we have down here Marty Fox with the wave of the hand. Big shout out to Marty Fox. Freddie says we need to bring back Daddy T. I mean, hey, if that could help, that would definitely be nice. I won't lie, that's probably the years that I've made the most money. But that's because, let's be honest, the government, they're giving everybody money, stimulus checks here and there. Brian M says, Brian. Oh, yeah, he put Brian. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. 80me300 with the $1 super chat. Big shout out to you, 80me300. Cliff Power says, on the AMA, Baby Doge mentioned they were going to look at matching the portal burn as well. It's a bright future. Just have diamond hands and hodl. That's actually 100% correct. I keep forgetting that they actually said that, because if they match the burns on the portal and we can like do huge burns like as a community, all gather together, everybody burn like 10 billion, and then they're matching everybody's burns. And then you got the big whales that are going to burn larger amounts, so then they can get that tokenomics 10% transaction fee taken off. We're probably going to have a lot of coins burned. And then on top of all that, when you look over at Baby Doge Swap and how Baby Doge Swap has been fending so far, like we're going to have a lot of coins burned. Let's just say that at the most, because this is what we got right now. No, that's the wrong one. And info. All right, yeah, here is where we are at now. It's 202.4 quadrillion burnt. So yeah, that's pretty good. That is very good, actually. I'm trying to copy this. There it is. I was gonna copy it and then paste it and then subtract it by 420 quadrillion, baby Doge, and that will bring the answer. Okay, that will be 217 quadrillion. So technically, there's 217 quadrillion circulating. I guess we could say technically there is. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. But I guess I'm gonna present this screen here and bring up the calculator. So yeah, technically that would be 217 quadrillion circulating. I don't know how right that would be, but hey, when you subtract the total supply from how much we've burned, you get how much we still have circulating. And it's not 100% circulating, because you got to think about liquidity, the dev wallets, and then you got to think about all the other stuff like exchanges, that all those coins aren't really circulating. So that's actually why coin market cap, says that we are actually at like 115 quadrillion circulating supply, I want to say. That's what coin market cap says, that we're at 115 quadrillion circulating. So we're going to actually go ahead and look at that. I want to know the exact amount. So Baby Doge right here, my most recent search. That's all I search on here. So yeah, Baby Doge on CoinMarketCap, it says 115 quadrillion circulating supply. That's what Baby Doge on CoinMarketCap says. So yeah, 100%. 80me300 says, 80me, you missed so much. 80me sent another $1 super chat and then another $1 super chat. Big shout out to 80me for the $3 in super chats. And over here we have 80me says, LOL Cliff Power, and Gerald says, wow, that's huge. Is they actually match the burns? Yeah, they said they're gonna match the burns, so that's gonna be really good for us. Raider Mendoza says, here the link to the Baby Doge AMA if anyone wants to check it out later. Oh yeah, that's good. And yeah, the AMA, it was pretty short AMA, but it was straight to the point for the burn portal. So definitely happy with the results. Make him take him says, Marsellis, what is Baby Doge's all-time high? Baby Doge's all-time high is 100 million billion. All right, let's see what it's actually at. It's not trending anymore. All right, I'm gonna have to type it because it's not trending. I was about to put Baby Doge trending. All right, so Baby Doge is 7.1% now. That's cool. The all-time high was 8Z6345, the exact amount. 8Z6345, which we are 50% away from it. That's what it says now. So we are 50% away from being where our all-time high was. 50.5%. But yeah, that's pretty good. Down here we have Brian M says 8Z2 80me300 with a $2 super chat. Big shout out to 80me300 for that super chat. Cliff Power says 80me300. Thanks for supporting Marsellis. We need him to do our homework. Yes, thanks for supporting me. I'm gonna keep doing the homework for the Baby Doge army, and we actually got some more homework to do. So stay tuned for that. Gino Belton says, Marcellus, are there any new places to buy Baby Doge? Being away doing other things. So as in new places, I would say, well, we've been on L Bank, but I don't 100% know right off my head. I would have to look back on here because we just now had so much stuff like just going back to back to back for us. I mean, we're now also, well, we've been on OKX, but now we're integrated on the OKX wallet. So now if you're on the OKX wallet, you can, it's just like how Trust Wallet has Pancake Swap integrated into it. Baby which is now integrated into OKX wallet. So that's a new place to get it from. And there's a few other places, but nothing that I can really think of like right off the bat. But yeah, we have a lot of new listings here. AW300 says LL, okay, Cliff Power. Big shout out to everybody out here. And while we're on the topic of listings, look at this. Binance feed, for one, Baby Doge swap on the Binance feed. So this is pretty cool. This is just a user though, like a user on Binance putting this up there. But yeah, we have Baby Doge swap on the Binance feed here. We have all this press release for Baby Doge. Just so much people talking about it. We got Watcher Guru talking about Baby Doge over here. New article for Watcher Guru. And retweet. To celebrate the top 100, we will give one lucky winner $250. All you have to do is retweet, follow Baby Doge, and comment hashtag Baby Doge swap. So I guess I'm gonna do this. I guess everyone else should do it too. Maybe I'll actually win. I haven't won anything doing any type of petition ever before, and that's for anything. Not even just saying only crypto. Like any type of thing like this, I haven't won it. It's almost impossible to win. Oh man, 7.1%. That's amazing. All right, so Amy300 says, I think Baby Doge is going to kill 1-0. That's definitely the goal here. Baby Doge killing 1-0 will bring us up to 7Z1. So let's actually do some math for 7Z1. So first, we're going to get the numbers, and then I'm going to bring up the calculator on the screen for you all. So the first numbers I want you all to think about is 7Z1. That is 7 zeros and then a 1. So we're going to see what the market cap would have to be at for us to get to 7Z1. So let's just say that, coin market cap is right. We have 115 quadrillion circulating supply. When you take into account the exchanges, the liquidity, and, the wallets that just don't get touched, let's just put it into that perspective. 115 quadrillion, that's where they have it at. So let's go ahead and put down 115 quadrillion. And what would be easier is just going straight over here and getting it directly from the source. So this is where they're verifying us at. Now, it's saying that our total supply is different, but let's just do this and put this into the calculator. And then what we will do is multiply that by 0.1234567 So that is pretty much the math problem we're going to do. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring up our calculator. Big shout out to Cliff Power. It says Baby Doge to the moon. Let's go for the $20 super chat. Big shout out to Cliff Power for supporting out there. Big shout out to Cliff Power and ADME300 for the donations out here. Now we're going to go ahead and bring up this calculator. Now I want you to pay attention to this calculator. This is about to be big time money right here. We're going to do a lot of money predictions. So look, this is the 115 quadrillion that coin market cap says that we have. And then this is 7Z1. That is about, okay, wait, no, I actually didn't mean to do that. That's not how much you would have. Let me go ahead and take this. I meant to do a divide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And that's actually an even worse number. All right. I actually did something wrong there. Don't mind that right there. I just now made a mistake there. Big shout out to 8300 again for that $4 super chat. We're gonna go ahead and bring back this. Let me go ahead and get the right amount. I actually put a different number in there. Let me bring this screen back. Alrighty. Oh, wrong screen, wrong screen. I'm now messing up on everything. What I really meant to bring it back is this screen. All right, here we are again. So circulating supply, 115 quadrillion. Just making sure I put everything in right here. Big shout out to 8300 again for the $4 super sticker. Big shout out to 8300 again for the $1 super chat. Big shout out to y'all. Big shout out to all y'all supporting the channel. Cliff Power and 8300 biggest supporters of the channel. 8300 says Baby Doge is ready to kill 1-0. This is what Baby Doge is going for. So yeah, that's what we're about to do. We're about to go over this math over here. And yeah, Mark Sanchez says we love math. Yeah, I was way off on that one right there. But I'm gonna have to come back with some knowledge over here. Wells Fargo says the new all-time high, 8 zeros and 6-7 is so high are so easy to reach. We'll get there soon. Yeah, 8Z6 or 8Z7. So that's definitely a good area for us to be. But we're gonna do this math because there's no way that I can get it like that wrong. Like that's just ridiculous. So taking the circulating supply, I don't know why I couldn't do it, but we're gonna do this again. We're gonna now multiply our. I guess we want to get the 67. All right, 71. That's a good one. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I gotta count it out just to make sure I put in the right numbers. Alrighty, so all right, so actually I was right. I was right the first time. That's okay, yeah, I was right the first time. That's 1.1 billion. So let me go ahead and bring this back because I don't know what I was thinking. I thought that was wrong at first, but I was actually right on that prediction. Not the prediction, but the math. But yeah, this is where we'll be at 61 with 115 quadrillion supply. That is about 1.151 inside of billions. So that's 1.151 billion, which is actually pretty good. Big shout out to Make 'em Take 'em for the $20 super chat. It says shout out to Marsellis, Cliff Power, and 8399. Or I think he meant 300. But yeah, 8300, Baby Dose to the moon. Big shout out to you, Make 'em Take 'em for that super chat. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to 8300 too for the $2 super chat. Big shout out to y'all. Now, I want to know what you all think about circulating supply because me personally, what I'm going to start doing for circulating supply, I'm going to stop looking at, coin market cap and all these other things because it says 115 quadrillion circulating, right? Which I don't know whether or not it's true or not that we're at 115 quadrillion circulating supply. But what I do know is where we have our burned supply. And what is not burned is technically quote unquote circulating because it's either in liquidity or it's somewhere else. It's either in liquidity, it's in an exchange wallet, it's in a dev wallet, it's in one of these wallets. So I'm gonna stop looking at these where it says 115 quadrillion. And for now on, we'll just go straight to Baby Doe Swap and we'll just look at it like this. And it's going to look like we have more circulating supply because now we're going to include the liquidity. Now we're going to include the dev wallets. Now we're going to include the exchanges. We're going to include all of that. So let's look at an instance where we take these circulating supplies here and then we subtract that by our 420 quadrillion. So I'm going to go ahead and type in 420 quadrillion right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring up the calculator. So this is million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. And then we'll minus that by what we have now, which is 202 quadrillion right here. So I'm going to try to right click this if it actually works for me. And for some reason, it doesn't want to click it. All right. So I guess I'm just going to have to type this in. We're going to subtract it by 202, 465, 851. And I'll just put zeros because it doesn't matter. All right. That's million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring up this calculator now that I have it up. So let's go ahead and Make 'em Take 'em says, Enemy 300. I gave you a raise. LOL. Shout out to all of y'all for the donations. Let's go ahead and bring this up we're gonna go ahead and bring up the this calculator here. So stick with me here. All right, so let's just look at it like this. So first of all, before we go over this, a big shout out to Atomy 300 with this huge super chat over here with $50. Says, "Bam, who's the king now?" LOL. So yeah, Cliff Power is now the king of donations here on the channel. But yeah, shout out to you all. Shout out to Make 'em Take 'em, Atomy, and Cliff Power over here for all those super chats. Those are definitely going to help out the channel a lot. So big shout out to all y'all. And Gaming Demon says, what would need to happen to get to 61 with what we have burned so far? It would need a tier one listing, a tier one exchange listing. That's what we would need for 61. Hands down, that's definitely what we would need. Enemy 300 says, Cliff Power, thank you. The support. Thanks. Big shout out to all y'all and thank y'all for the support. Let's look at this though. So 420 quadrillion circulating supply, our total supply minus the 202 quadrillion that we burned. If we do this equation right here, that will equal 217 quadrillion. So now that we know that we technically have 217 quadrillion circulating, technically, if you include liquidity exchanges, dev wallets, blah, 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 if you include all that, we technically have 217 quadrillion. So let's go ahead and now multiply that by our target price, which is 71. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. That gives us 2.1 billion. So to get to 71, that's 2.1 billion. So now we're going to do something else. We're going to say, let's say you have $1,000 and at this price now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this price that we are at now, which is 3. So that's 8Z3. That gives you 333 billion baby Doge. You multiply that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now you have $3,333 off of your $1,000 if we go up to 7Z1 from this price right here. And 7Z1 being 2.1 billion in market cap. So that's definitely a good possibility that we reach that. But I like to put things into a macro scale. Let's say that let's go ahead and take our 217 quadrillion circulating supply again, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. And remember, this is thinking we don't burn another single coin again. And we know we're going to burn coins. We're just being modest for the calculation here. But anything that I put, just think, yeah, we definitely have a chance of getting there because I'm really being modest on this. So let's go ahead and multiply this by 61. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 61 is where we have our tier one exchanges. When we finally get there, we can get to a 21.7 billion market cap because when Doge and Sheep were pumping, Doge got to 90 billion market cap. Sheep got to like 60 billion. So we could definitely do 21.7 billion with a tier one exchange listing or a multiple of them, especially because Baby Doge has a huge community and they're so strong. Like the community is huge in Baby Doge. And we're actually kind of stronger than Doge and Sheep. Like we're literally either stronger or just as strong as Doge and Sheep when it comes to those communities. But to get to 61, we would need 21.7 billion market cap, right? Now let's put this on a macro scale with your $1,000. Let's divide that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're at 3. So yeah, 333 billion inside of coins. Multiply that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 61. That would be $33,000. That $1,000 would be $33,000. And that's why I love Baby Doge because I know there's potential like this. And then if you want to look at it at a more crazier scale, like if you would have just, decided to buy Baby Doge when everything was down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We were literally at 8 or 9Z8. We went all the way. Actually, no, we went down to 9Z7. I remember that. We went down to 9Z7. So that would have gave you 1.4 trillion Baby Doge. And then at 61, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or not 7, but 6. At 61, that would have been $142,000. That $1,000, instead of that $1,000 being 33,000, it would have been 142,000. That is the importance of getting in when things are really low. Instead of getting 142, now you'll only get 132 if you put $1,000 in at this point. So yeah, I'm definitely upset too because I didn't put the amount that I wanted to put in before, but I'll still get good gains for Baby Doge in the end. But yeah, I definitely wanted to put in way more than what I actually put in for Baby Doge. But yeah, that's a pretty cool example there. And yeah, I definitely believe we can get all the way up there. It's just gonna take some exchange listings. It's gonna take some power from the Baby Doge army. People are gonna have to help uplift us. Now, ADB 300 says, I agree. Cliff Power is the king. Oh, I think I already read that. All right, so let's go over something else here since we already kind of went over that and we did some predictions for Baby Doge. So that's probably the most realistic predictions you'll see for Baby Doge online. You'll see people talking about 1 cent Baby Doge. We'll get to $1 Baby Doge. And the truth of the matter is, for a $1 Baby Doge, we would have to be all the way at about four. No, yeah, we would be at about 400, not 400. We would be at about 217 quadrillion in market cap. And that's because our circulating supply is 217 quadrillion, which means at $1, it would be 217 quadrillion it would be at 217 quadrillion market cap. So that's definitely something that it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. So yeah, I wouldn't look towards a $1 Baby Doge, but it would definitely be cool. We would definitely have to migrate. The only way for Baby Doge to get to $1 would be to migrate tokens to another address. Now, Make Them Take Them says Marsellis, Baby Doge needs to just keep building organically and stay away from V2s. We will be okay. That's definitely good. Like I would say, yeah, we don't need to migrate. We don't need to go to V2 or anything like that. We just need to stay the same because that's what has the community so like tight inside of the Baby Doge army. So yeah, we definitely need to stay the same. Mark Sanchez says a friend had 22 trillion in the beginning. He traded it all. Oh wow, 22 trillion is a lot. Like that is enough to get you like $1 million. So yeah, that person, they lost a lot. Cliff Power says, "What do I buy Baby Doge is what do I do?" Yeah, he said, "What I do to buy Baby Doge is I buy BNB and swap it on Baby Doge swap for better rates. Having the BNB/Baby Doge pair is a win-win because BNB will triple as well." That's definitely true. And yeah, I would say Baby Doge swap would be better to use over Pancake swap. And yeah, that's definitely probably what I'm gonna do as well, using that. Cliff Power says, "Thanks to 80me300. Shout out to everybody." And let's go ahead and go over a few other things. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring back this screen, and Baby Dogecoin rallies over 200%, enters top 100 projects. So yeah, this is what Watcher Guru said about us. So shout out to them for talking about us. And yeah, they're always talking about Baby Doge. Baby Doge will all keep getting some press time. This is definitely helping us, especially with our holders. That's one thing I didn't go over for today. The holders. We're now at 1,674,361 holders. We are going up big time inside of holders, like huge. So we're doing crazy numbers for the holders. So yeah, shout out to the whole Baby Doge army for that. Now let's kind of go back over here and look at technicals. Let's go back to the 15 for Baby Doge. Looks like we're still slowly but surely inching down here to this support all the way down here at 8Z3. So yeah, we are at 8Z3, but it's going down to this bottom line down here at 8Z3035 to be exact. We are at 8Z3046. So yeah, we're just waiting for this to pull back a little bit more, where do we have it now? So 80me300 says remember BNB, it will at least 700 or it will go to at least $700 when Baby Doge keeps hitting hard to the moon. And then Amy says, "Thanks, Click Power." Shout out to both of y'all. And yeah, BNB is definitely probably going to go up a lot as well. I have heavy conviction in both BNB and Baby Dogecoin. I like both projects, especially because we're built on BNB. We can't not be bullish on BNB. That would be a complete mistake to not be bullish. But now we actually just now broke the support. We just now broke the support line here on Baby Doge. So we'll see if we stay below it because it might be like back here how we break it and then we go right back above it. But the fact that we just broke it again, like we broke it back here and then we're able to get back above it. We broke it again, we're able to get back above it. And now we broke it again, but I don't know if we'll be able to get back above that support. So yeah, we're gonna. I don't know. Maybe it's going up again. It's actually going up again because if we don't, it's just gonna go down here to 8Z29, and that's 8Z2906. We're at 8Z3 now. So yeah, I think we might go down to 8Z29 for Baby Doge. It's not too big of a deal though because anything can happen. So it's really not that big of a deal. We're just gonna keep watching this and seeing. I don't know how far it'll go down from here, but like I said, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about any of this stuff going down. Everything is doing a-okay in my personal opinion, especially because the way the whole overall markets are, Like we just have so much fear, like all this FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt going all over the place. This is definitely the least of the worries. But if anyone has any questions, let me know what your questions are for anything. If we want to go over anything else, and we can definitely go over those. Friday the 13th, we are gonna have, or I don't know if it's gonna be Friday the 13th, but that's just what I think when I hear 13th, Friday the 13th. But February 13th, we're definitely gonna have this. Let me see if that's actually on Friday. No, it's not gonna be on Friday. But yeah, like I was saying, this is definitely going to be good when we get that burn portal coming in, because it's going to give us that opportunity to burn the coins ourselves. And it's going to give us that opportunity to make a smaller and smaller circulating supply, on top of giving us a good opportunity to have lower taxes for Baby Doge Swap. So that's good as well. Enemy 300 says, I can't really know what's the circulating supply on each website. It's different. I got confused. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said you just take the it's better to just go to Baby Doge Swap and do it like that, and not even pay attention to the liquidity or exchanges, because you'll lose your mind trying to, do those calculations. I do the circulating supply just by taking the max supply, which is 420 quadrillion, and then subtracting that by this of the lifetime burned Baby Doge, which is 202 quadrillion, which brings us to 217 quadrillion in circulating supply. So yeah, that's what I just do for that. But if anyone has any questions about anything, let me know these questions. We can go over something, and that would definitely be cool if y'all want to do that. So let me know what you all want me to go over now. So pretty much with Baby Doge, we already have everything like covered on Baby Doge. Now, VVS Finance, I've been telling people a lot about this lately. So I guess I'm gonna go back over here again, because I do have a farm on VBS Finance, and it's not that big. It's $61 staked, and well, not staked, but in the farm. Crow to VBS farming pair, $61. It's not that much, but I definitely think it's good to get in on DeFi now while you have a chance. So it's definitely good to get in on DeFi, because as prices go up, our rewards start going up as well as those prices go up. So that's something to be aware of. So just saying. But let's see where we are now. Okay. Okay, see, things can change literally in a matter of a second. Now we're back at 8Z3015. So yeah, things look like they're changing again here. Maybe it'll become bullish here on Baby Doge. We'll see. We'll see. So we have another chat over here from Cliff Power. It says, on the daily chart, the 80 100 moving averages are about to cross the 200-day moving average. So don't be surprised if we reach all-time highs real soon. I'm definitely waiting for that. So whenever that happens, we're definitely going to end up seeing some type of movement inside the crypto market. But I'll be waiting for that. I want to really go over here and hone in on Bitcoin for a second, though, because I made a prediction here a while ago on Bitcoin. Not a prediction, I would say, but you can kind of see what Bitcoin is doing, and you can kind of put this together on the 1 week chart. So the 1 week chart is going to go all the way back to the beginning of times, and you can see a dinosaur, because that's when the beginning of times happens. That's when Bitcoin was finally made. So if we go all the way back to like 2011 times, we can see the chart. It's going to track all the way to back there. Now, if you look at where we are now here with the chart, it shows this whole area as oversold, right? But then it shows the next selling wave, this as smaller than this selling wave. And then you see this selling wave here was smaller than both of those selling waves. And those selling waves are indicated on the oscillator by these red waves. So you can see how these selling waves started to get smaller and smaller. And then you got that bullish signal. So look at what happened last time. We had those bullish signals. We had huge pumps coming in when we had those bullish signals. So I think that's going to be what might happen again. So we didn't actually end up going down to the 14K support I thought we were going to hit. Rather, we just hit the 16K support. So that's why, like, people who are top dogs in crypto tell you, don't focus on price targets, because you just might miss an opportunity focusing on a certain price when the price was just a little bit off. Because I was really waiting for Bitcoin to hit 14K to just dump a bunch of money in crypto. but it did not hit 14K. It only hit 16K, which is why I wasn't able to dump a bunch of money in crypto. I was able to put a good amount in, but not as much as I wanted to because I was waiting for the exact price. So that's a good tip right there. Not financial advice though. But anyways, it's definitely looking like this is could be the start of a bull run, but it looks like we're gonna do stuff like we just pump and then we pull back for a little while. We pump, we pull back for a little while, and it looks like it's gonna do that until we finally get to the Bitcoin halving of 2024, March 24th, 2024. I'm pretty sure that's when the Bitcoin halving is. Let me look that up. Bitcoin halving. I'm pretty sure it is March 24th, 2024. But I want to be 100% right. April 24th, 2024. Okay. And this always says March 18th, 2024. Either way, April, March, around that time period, we're gonna have that Bitcoin halving 2024. So that's probably when things are really gonna start shaking up. So we're gonna have to wait for that. But yeah, let's see what else we have here. So we have GL Clothing says hello, and big shout out to GL Clothing. We have Cliff Power says, I haven't heard much about Baby Doge card. Yeah, that's true. I haven't heard much about it either. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, I want the Baby Doge wallet to come out too, but I haven't heard him say anything about the wallet either. So hopefully we get something. Make him take him says Marsellis thoughts on tectonic. I'll go over tectonic in a second here. I have it saved on my CoinGecko. ADB300 says I think Baby Doge team are cooking something crazy. Definitely could be, and crazy in a good way. Yeah, it definitely could be. The chart I just sent has good info. Check it out. All right, I'll check that chart out. Let's see. Bring that back. Okay, here is the chart Cliff Power just said, or I just sent. Let's see what this is. Let's see. All right, so it says Bitcoin day one from 2021, and then Bitcoin 3 day. So, or Bitcoin 1 day from 2021, and then Bitcoin 3 day. And then you have down here the different trading patterns. Okay, so it's showing when the bull run started from 2021, and now it's showing where we are now. So that's definitely a good possibility that could be happening. Going from where we are now, we are like right here pretty much. And if we are right here, that means, yeah, like I said, we could pump, pull back, pump a little bit more, pull back, pump a little bit more, pull back. Meanwhile, people think that there's going to be one large pullback bringing us all the way back down when it's not that case. We're just going to do a bunch of pumps and pullbacks and go down from there. But yeah, I think this is a possibility to happen with the market. So yeah, those are good charts. That's definitely a possibility that could happen. Does anyone have any other suggestions? Big shout out to everybody in the chat also. And we're gonna go over here to tectonic. Okay, here's tectonic. Tectonic is on the Chronos chain, and big shout out to Make 'em Take 'em for recommending this. So let's go over here. You can do stuff like loan, borrow on here, and you can also lend. So the total borrow, the total borrowing, and all that good stuff. Utilization, supply, borrow APY, total supply, 123 million here. Total borrow, total supply, 246 million. Let's go to the dash. I don't want to connect my wallet right now. I would connect my wallet, but I don't feel like connecting it right now. Chronos. I guess I'll probably make a whole video on tectonic, but yeah, I'll probably have to do like a whole video on it. Here's the Twitter though. Cross chain money market on Chronos chain. That's how they classify themselves. But yeah, that's probably gonna take a lot of explaining for a full video. We have down here Gaming Demon says one thing you can do for the Baby Doge peeps. For those who have Baby Doge on Ledger, how much BNB will one need to transfer out of Ledger? That is a good idea. All right, yeah, that's definitely a good idea. But I mean, just to transfer out, BNB fees are usually like $2. So I would keep like $3, $4 just in case. But yeah, that's pretty much all you would need to transfer out because of the BNB fees. I have some on Ledger. I've never transferred it out of the Ledger, but all I have on the ledger on that Ledger is like a few things. I don't want to say everything I have on it, but just some Ethereum, Baby Doge, forgot other stuff, but yeah, Ethereum, Baby Doge and stuff. But yeah, the Ledger, just keep a little bit of Binance on any wallet you have, really. So yeah, that's definitely a good idea. Cliff Power says it's amazing how close it is. Yeah, we actually are pretty close to hitting 61. It's crazy to think that we're actually about to knock off another zero. But yeah, this is definitely a pretty accurate chart, I would say. The one thing I would say about, I think I could zoom in on this. No, I can't. Yeah, I can't really zoom in. All right, I tried to do a zoom in on it, but anyways, it does look like we are really close here because if you go over here and you look at Bitcoin, bring it out to the actually it's probably best to even just look at it like this on this chart on CoinGecko. So yeah, I mean it does look like that. It's just literally straight up from where we are right now. And if you pull this back and look at the 4-hour chart here, that's exactly what we have forming up down here. Let me take off these indicators. That's exactly what we have forming up down here at these levels. So if you look at that, I would say that's probably, yeah, equivalent to where we are right now. So technically speaking, we should be going up to 25K. And we actually already did go up there. So I wouldn't say we should be because we already did it. Because after that, you have the pullback and it shows it pulling back to like 19, 18K. So if we pull back to like 19, 18, 17K, I don't want to see no one complaining about prices being expensive. Like if we finally get back down to like 19, 18, 17K ranges, that's where I'm gonna really be putting a lot of money into crypto, like just dumping whatever I have in it if we can just pull back to those levels. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like we could get a pullback. And if we do that, that is going to be the time. Um, let's get back out of here. All right, we have Pistol Pete says, is 71 billion Baby Doge a lot? Um, I want to say, yeah, 71 billion is good. I had to pause that for a second. But yeah, 71 billion is good. It's just it depends on your risk margin. Um, you never want to put in more than what you're willing to lose. So 71 may be good for you, but not for someone else. Someone else may want lower or more inside of Baby Doge. But yeah, I would say it's a good amount. It would definitely give you some good returns. GL Clothing says, what if the whole community that can afford to use the portal on the day, it's available to burn $100 USD or as much as they can afford on that day to show the entire crypto community how strong we are? I would say that would be pretty cool. I don't I don't see how we could get everyone to do $100, but I think everyone would volunteer for like $10. So, but yeah, I would say $100 would be a little bit too much for a lot of people to do, especially because how we are like economically around the whole world. So I think $10 would be good. Freddie says, "What are your thoughts on Volt Inu?" I think they could have some potential. I mean, Volt Inu is just I don't know much about Volt Inu, to be honest. Like I was like doing a little bit of research because a lot of people asked me that a while ago, but I haven't really did much research on Volt Inu recently. So yeah, I don't really have too much of an opinion on them. Cliff Power says Pistol Pete, any amount is good, just keep building. That's facts, Cliff Power. 8300 says, how many wallets out there support Baby Dogecoin? Or can you connect it to Baby Doge Swap? So, I mean, you can do that on Trust Wallet. You can do that on because Wallet Connect will connect your wallet to anything, literally. So as long as your wallet supports Wallet Connect, it'll work with anything. So yeah, Trust Wallet, Atomic Wallet. We have the OKX wallet now, and we have a lot of different wallets that do integrate us with these DeFi apps. Gaming Demon says, would it be cheaper to buy directly from Baby Doge Swap or an exchange? Now, that's a good question. It would be safer for you to have it on just do a swap and on a wallet, but in exchange, I don't know. I don't know if you can get around that 10% fee by buying on an exchange. So you're gonna have to check that out. Raider Mendoza says probably Baby Doge Swap. Yeah, I would probably say that. Enemy 300 says they. Cliff Power says it could be a fast pullback to wipe out the shorts. Then up we go. That's definitely facts because if we pull back, I'm going to be putting in a lot more money. Like if we pull back, you're probably not going to see me for a while. But now I'll do daily videos, but I'm going to be working like harder than ever. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to let this next pump go to waste. Hector says we'll do 6Z1 or 6Z3 this year. I don't know. I mean, we could do it or we could not. I don't know. It's kind of difficult to think because if we do 6Z1, like not even 6Z3, we just do 6Z1, our market cap could be up to 21 billion. And then when you're looking at 6Z3, now you're kind of looking at like 40, 60 billion. So that's a little bit more difficult to get up to there. And maybe it's not all the way up to like 40 or 60 billion. Maybe it's more like 30 or 40. But I would have to do that math to see. Raider Mendoza says, Clip Power, I'll be looking forward for that pullback. Yep, 100%. GLC Clothing, Clip Power says GLC Clothing, I'm actually that $100 burn portal. That portal burn on February 13th. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to do some burns. I don't know if I'm going to do a whole $100, but I'll definitely try to get some and show people how that works on the burn day. Gaming Demon says, could it go 6Z5? Could it go to 6Z5? I mean, it could go to 65. I don't know about this year. It's pushing it, trying 65 by this year. I'm just looking for 61 by the end of the year. And if we can't get 61 by the end of the year, at the least we can do 7Z1 by the end of the year. So yeah, that's what I'm looking towards. But yeah. Enemy 300 says Hector, I think so, for the 6Z3. So yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see if we can get that far. Now, let me bring my screen back here. All right, let's see what we're doing here with the Baby Doge price. All right, so now we are back up again. We are now at 8Z3065. So yeah, that's pretty good. So does anyone have any questions to ask or any suggestions for me to go over anything? Definitely let me know that. So yeah, let me know for the suggestions. And shout out to everyone that showed up here for the live stream. We got 56 people in the house. I think at the peak we had like 60 something, like 66 or something like that. So shout out to everybody in the live stream. Shout out to everybody that donated all the way from Cliff Power here with all the donations. Enemy 300, Cliff Power. We got over here, Make 'em Take 'em, and then all the other ones that Enemy 300 and Cliff Power donated. So shout out to you all for the donation wars out here. And shout out to everyone that has showed up here for the live stream. Now, I really want to go over something like specific because I like to do the numbers with math for Baby Doge. So let's just kind of, because I really do think that we're gonna have this pullback. And shout out to Cliff Power again for showing this chart because I think this could put in some hope for people. I think people can gain some more hope from this. I just really wish I could zoom in on this. So wait, I might be able to zoom in on it. I just got to bring it in here inside of this other window. All right, here. All right, so okay. All right, so it's showing that we are right here at this point right here. So where this little magnifying glass, we are at this point. And that means if we go down, it's gonna go down into about that looks about I wouldn't say 18K. Give or take, it's looking like it's gonna go back down to 19 or 18K. So if we pull back down to 19 or 18K Bitcoin, we're gonna do a hypothetical here. So if we could pull back down to 19 or 18K Bitcoin, that means that Baby Doge might actually pull back as well. And if Baby Doge pulls back as well, we need to calculate where would Baby Doge be at the price that Bitcoin goes down as well. Or Baby Doge might be a complete outlaw and Bitcoin goes down to 18K and then Baby Doge just continues to pump. But we're going to try to, track where Baby Doge could quite possibly pull back down to. So let's go ahead and take out the charts now. So we got Bitcoin right now at 22.8K. We got Baby Doge right now at pretty much 8Z305 because it went down a little bit. So this is a little off, but that's pretty much what we have for Bitcoin and Baby Doge. So if Bitcoin goes down $4,000, it goes down to 18.8K. Where would Baby Doge go if Bitcoin goes down $4,000? Well, first let's see, what does a $4,000 drop institute? What type of percent is a $4,000 drop inside of Bitcoin? So that's the first thing that we got to look at. So from all the way up here at about 24.1K all the way down to where we are now, 22.8K in the last 7 days, it shows that we're up 0.2%. So we're gonna have to do that a little bit differently here. Trying to see where would a 4,000 drop be from. We're probably gonna have to look at the 30-day chart. So from 24K all the way up here, yeah, all the way down here. So the 30 chart. So we could lose possibly 30% down here. We could possibly lose. So if Baby Doge goes down by 30%, I'm trying to track where would Baby Doge be and Bitcoin be at the same time. Let's see where Baby Doge actually would be at 30%. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Oh, wow. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't even pull up the calculator on the screen yet. We're going to get this right. We're going to get this right. All right. Shout out to Raider Mendoza with the hashtags. We got Gaming Demon says, if you have trillions, you only need a few dollars. True over there. Rigo Castillo says, new holder here. Big shout out to the new holders. Shout out to you, Rigo Castillo. Enemy 300 says, welcome to the Baby Doge Army. Big welcome to Rigo Castillo. All right. So we're going to do some math here. So let's just say, I guess Baby Doge pulled back a little bit because I want to see Baby Doge pull back just as much as Bitcoin is projected to pull back. Bitcoin is rejected. Let me go back over here to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, let's bring back our indicators here. Bitcoin is projected to go from where we are now, according to this chart that Cliff Power sent, from where we are now all the way down to this $18,000 support. Now, the $18,000 support is a support line for Bitcoin, and that's actually where we started to pump. That's where we started to get this pumping action from the 12th of January all the way up. That's where the true pumps have started for Bitcoin, and that makes sense for that to be our support when we pull back. So if we pull back there, this at January 12th, Bitcoin was at $18,000, and that's supposedly where that support is. That's where it shows over here. So let's see where Baby Doge was on January 12th. So on January 12th, Baby Doge was all the way down here at 9Z1, literally flat 9Z1045. So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Baby Doge gets all the way back down to 9Z or 8Z1045, not 9Z, 8Z1045. Let's say Baby Doge goes all the way down to 8Z145. So I'm going to go ahead and present this real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up our calculator. So let's just say you have $1,000 and we pull back all the way down to 8Z1045. I don't know if it'll even actually pull all the way back down there, but let's just do the math here because that would be insane just to see. So first things first, we're going to divide this $1,000 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1045. So that would give you 956 billion Baby Doge. And at our target price of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that $1,000 would be worth $95,000. So if we do pull back, do not hesitate to get in on Baby Doge if we do pull back. But remember, that's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't want people to just do it based off what I say. But this is what I'm gonna do. I don't know what you're gonna do. This is what I'm probably gonna decide to do because this is a good strategy for me. Um, we also have down here Cliff Power welcomes Rigo Castillo as well as Raider Mendoza and ADM 300. Uh, ADM 300 says, but Baby Doge doesn't follow Bitcoin. It does whenever it's not pumping parabolically like we are now, but it doesn't follow Bitcoin all the time. Like right now, we're not following Bitcoin, but in January, like early January, like what I just showed you here, we were following Bitcoin. Because look at this rise, and then look at the Bitcoin rise. We started to rise at the same time, but Bitcoin kind of leveled out while Baby Doge just continued to pump huge. So we were following each other, but we just kind of broke away from Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin starts to pump, we took an inch and then just took a whole mile with it and just continued to pump. So yeah, we're not really following them right now. We're definitely doing our own path for Baby Doge for right now. But MJ's Fusion Deli, aka MJ's Yogurt Time in Delhi, says, "What's up, bro? 805 South Burrito here. Big shout out to the 805 South Burrito." GL Clothing says, "Welcome to Baby Doge, all new holders. Spread the word and let's become a bigger and better community at Shiba Inu. Facts, let's do that." Shout out to the Shiba Army too. GL Clothing says, "Remember, we are all in this very early." 100%. And look, if you can put $1,000 in at 8Z1 and we go out to 6Z1, I mean that's life changing money right there. That's enough money to put. I would say, I mean, you could find a few homes at $200,000, do a 3% down payment on each home, and then I mean now you have three sources of income, passive income right there. Like there's a huge potential just with Baby Doge going from $1,000, like just going from $1,000 to 100K in Baby Doge. Like that's huge. That is huge. Juan Kamako says, "Are you taking profits? If so, are you selling a quarter of your bag, half or three quarters?" I'm not taking any profits right now. I'm not taking any profits. So I will say by 6Z1, I do plan to take some profits, like half profits by 6Z1, but that's just by 6Z1. So I had to sneeze there, so I went ahead and muted it. So then I went sneeze in your ears. But over here we have this person says time to buy. Shout out to you. I definitely think it's a good time, but if we're pulling back and if we were right about the pullback, then I would say you could wait a little bit, but it's hard to tell when exactly is a good time. So it's best to just dollar cost average in and just buy progressively. That's the best strategy for most people. Um, Shout out to everyone inside the chat here. Let's see what we can go over now. So we have I can't really read your name because it's in Arabic, but he says, "Which price do you think we'll reach in this pump?" So it's really hard to know exactly where we will reach during this specific pump. I'm thinking 7Z1, but even then, like we could pull back before then. Like we're really pulling back right now. We've got rejected multiple times. You just got to pay attention, like what we just now had done. We could start pumping tomorrow, so none of this could matter like at all. We could just start pumping tomorrow. Well, yeah, we got rejected here at this resistance at 8Z3635, pretty much 8Z64, and then we also got rejected, or 8Z364, and then we also got rejected over here at 8Z32. So we got rejected three times. Uh, MJ says that would be nice. We've been holding for almost 2 years. They keep sending more Baby Doge for holding. Just keep holding, guys. Yep, those reflections are gonna keep coming in with the volume being up too. Wells Fargo says, "I'm looking forward to hitting 2 million holders. Let's go, 100%, 100%." 8300 says, "Remember, big whales are not in yet." Yeah, Big whales. I mean, we do have some whales, but not like huge whales. Only some whales. Over here, Dico says, Marcellus, hats off to your commitment and hard work on always covering Baby Doge. Shout out to you, Dico, and I'll continue to put out these videos. It says, watches daily. Big shout out to you. And Gaming Demon says, I need Baby Doge to go back to 8Z1. I would definitely love it to do that. I would love Baby Doge to go back to 7Z1. Like, or not 7Z1. I mean, 9Z9. Like, that would be huge as well. But yeah, 8Z1 is definitely where we want to see Baby Doge just to get those buying opportunities in. But yeah, big shout out to everyone that showed up to the chat here for the live stream. Big shout out to all of the donators of the live stream. If anyone else wants to donate, definitely go ahead and send through Cash App, Super Chat, all that good stuff. I'll check the Cash App because I haven't checked it yet. And maybe there's someone that sent something. Okay, so no Cash App here. But yeah, shout out to everybody inside of the chat here. So I guess we could go ahead and close it unless anyone has any questions. So yeah, let me know of your questions in comments, or if you want me to go over something specific, we can talk about that. So we have Cliff Howard says over here, remember the baby doge, remember the bull run starts after Bitcoin halving. So this year will be all over the place, up and down and all around. That's true. The Bitcoin halving 2024, that's going to be huge. And we also have Raider Mendoza says, you think we could see 9Z9 again? I hope we can. I hope we can, but I feel like if we do, it's gonna be real brief, like very briefly. Like it'll hit it and then just immediately go right back up. But yeah, it's gonna be hard to see that again. Um, over here we have this one says we will go to 8Z71. I mean that's a possibility. The 8Z771. Our all-time high is 8Z63. So that's a possibility. 8300 says people now are crying for 8Z. LOL. I was telling you boys, get in before it's too late. Yeah, yeah. When we're at the 9Zs, that was the time to get in. And then says morning, first time making it for the video. Shout out to you, Anand. We've been on the live stream for about an hour 27 minutes. Probably gonna close soon, but if anyone has any questions, let me know that. Make them take them says throw the farm at 9Z7 baby doge. So I'm not too sure what you mean there. But yeah, throw the farm at 97 baby doge. Um, Mills Fargo says, awesome live broadcast, bro. Keep them going. Thank you. No problem. No problem. We're going to do this every single Monday night. We're going to have a Monday night live. So shout out to you all for showing up. And shout out to everyone that donated during the live stream. I'm going to go ahead and close it out now since we don't have any more questions. So we're going to go ahead and close out on this note here. We see down here Cliff Power with the $50 super chat. Big shout out to Cliff Power again. Says when Baby Doge hits 6Z, wow, just keep holding. That's facts. When Baby Doge hits 6Z, that's probably going to be one of the happiest days of my life. I'm just going to keep it honest. I'm just going to be so happy because, especially if it goes back down to 9Z9 or 8Z1 now, I'm going to put way more than $1,000 in there. Because, I mean, turning $1,000 to 100K is nice. In other words, it's nice to go from 6Z1 to, or from 8Z1 all the way up to about 6Z1. But imagine at like 8Z1, you put in like $5,000, and then your $5,000 will be $500,000. Or you can put in $10,000 and turn that into $1,000,000. If you want to know how to get to $1,000,000, that's the real road to $1,000,000. Like the real road to $1,000,000 is $10,000 in actually at 9Z9, not even 8Z1, because at 8Z1 it will be more like $480,000. But at 9Z9, going all the way up to 61, you're turning $10,000 into $1,000,000. So yeah, that's the goal there. But yeah, shout out to Cliff Power here for that super chat. Says when Baby Doge hits 60, wow, just keep holding. Big shout out to you for the super chats here. Big shout out to everyone that sent a super chat throughout the live stream. We got Annan Gajudera says if Baby Doge can hit 72 cents with unlimited supply, Baby Doge can at least kill 4 zeros. Or if Doge can do that, Baby Doge can kill 4 zeros. The problem with Baby Doge killing 4 zeros, it's a really steep road. Like 4 zeros is a lot. I would say 2 zeros is what we want to look at right now. 4 zeros you can look at 2025 and beyond, but 2 zeros looks like it's the best for now. Over here, Wells Fargo says, "Did you buy some hex yet?" No, I did not. I did not buy hex yet. I activated the hex address inside of my Trust wallet, but I've never actually put hex into that address. So I need to though. I just have such a problem with buying Ethereum and then transferring it because of the fees, pretty much. Um, Over here, this person says, "What is the main reason for this pump?" It's just Baby Doge getting press time. Like we're getting a lot of articles written about us, and a lot of people are just talking about Baby Doge. So that's pretty much it. And then and also our burn portal is about to come out, and we're burning a lot of coins. Raider Mendoza, 1984 says, "Good night, good night to Raider Mendoza. Good night to you." Wells Fargo says, "Wow, Cliff, nice." Yeah, big shout out to Cliff Power for all the super chats. Much appreciated. A big supporter of the channel. Wells Fargo says, "Night Rider," and our Night Raider and everyone. And ADME300 says Cliff Power is the king of the chat. Yes, Cliff Power is king. And ADME300, I guess you're the prince now. You would make him take him. Cliff Power says ADME300 LOL. All right, we got everybody else in the chat. American Eagle says, "When do you think it will clear 2 zeros?" Oh yeah, 2 zeros. I want to say by the um Bitcoin halving of 2024. I think going into 2024, we could definitely do 6Z1 if we get in on some type of exchange, some type of tier one exchange. We definitely need that. But yeah. Big shout out to you all. I'm gonna go ahead and close it now. And I'm gonna go ahead and play this. I'm gonna go ahead and play this ending screen here. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pull this up. So let me pull this up.